Let's move on to the Queen City of Cincinnati, where the Bengals. Jesus Christmas! I already know what you think of the Bengals. 6-11 last season for Cincinnati. A lot of the reason had to do with a terrible offensive line and no defense at all. Mostly no defense at all. And boy, how did they upgrade on defense?
Yes, they did.
Zach Taylor is in his sixth season as the head coach of the Bengals. Has had a really good run with Cincinnati up until the last couple of years. But Duke Tobin, the de facto GM of the Bengals, said, hey, we got to get better on defense. And Joseph Ossai, gone. Trey Hendrickson, gone. Geno Stone, gone. Tight end Noah Fant, gone. In comes Boye Mafe, good player. Jonathan Allen, really good player. Safety Brian Cook, good player. And Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
So the big key additions are Dexter Lawrence, Boye Mafe, Jonathan Allen, and Brian Cook. What do the three defensive linemen have in common? They all stop the run really freaking well.
Yeah.
They all stop the run really well, and they get after the quarterback. So Mafe had 9.5 sacks with his couple years ago with the Seahawks. Good player, not the worst in the world, but he's going to help you stop the run. Jonathan Allen still can play at his age. And Dexter Lawrence, they give a first-round pick to the Giants to get him.
Yeah. Yeah. But this, Dan, you nailed it. You nailed it, okay? Because the key additions, now I have one different than you, but let's hit on it for a second here. Dexter Lawrence immediately adds to their pass rush, and he helps address the departure of Trey Hendrickson. Let's call it what it is.
He might be better than Trey Hendrickson, to be honest here.
That's what I was going to say. He's 28 years old. Trey Hendrickson, 31. So they might have upgraded a little bit here. And Dexter Lawrence is the kind of force that is going to allow for Boye Mafe's not getting double teamed on that line.
Nope,
Dexter
Lawrence is. So he might be. Do you remember Geno Atkins?
Yes.
He may be the best defensive tackle they've had since Geno Atkins was there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not making this up. Like, seriously, if you look at their defensive lines for the last 12 years, they've been terrible.
Yeah.
They've been terrible.
Yeah. They haven't had, I can't think, outside of Hendrickson, I can't think of anybody else that you feared. And
Carlos Dunlap, maybe, but that was it.
Yeah, but Dunlap was good. But then he kind of fell off a little bit. Yeah, it was.
That was such a fun trade that the Seahawks made, but I don't know why they cut him. But
yeah,
more power to you, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, I think this defensive line. I think Jonathan Allen and Boye Mafe are gonna feast a little bit because teams are gonna be worried about Lawrence. And like you said, they're all run stuffers. Jonathan Allen had 3.5 sacks last year. I think that could jump considerably because of Lawrence and Mafe also being on that line. The other fourth addition that I have is a little different, Dan. I have Kyle Duggar at safety.
He's a sneaky good player at safety too.
He could be an underrated signing behind. He's going to be behind Brian Cook and Jordan Battle from all reports. He's going to be third safety, but per Pro Football Reference, he only missed 3 tackles last year in 700 plays. He's going to be a reliable tackler, and he's got sneaky range. Could be good.
Yep, and the rest of their defense is not that bad. Barrett Carter, not a bad linebacker. Demetrius Knight, not a bad linebacker as well. Dax Hill, good corner. DJ Turner, decent corner. Here's the thing. Here's the thing we need to understand about defense. Linebackers do their job. Linebackers man the defense. They coordinate the defense. They do their job. 90% of the time, your defense thrives on the line. Everything else meshes when your defensive line is doing their job. Look at the Seahawks. Perfect example. Many people went into the season said they had a below average secondary. What happened? The defensive line. We're going to rush the passer, force these quarterbacks to throw. You get the turnovers.
Yep.
And what led to the downfall of the Legion of Boom was the pass rush started to deteriorate.
Yes.
This secondary is going to have a great time as long as the pass rushers do their job.
Mm-hmm.
And they can do their job. Mafe, we've seen it firsthand. Mafe's a good player.
Yes.
He's a good player. Dexter Lawrence, great player. Jonathan Allen was a first-round pick. Also, former Alabama Crimson Tide. Ding. So,
yeah.
but I'm so hyped. And Joe Burrow's been hyped on this team for the whole offseason.
Well, if you notice, because remember, like last year, people were asking him about his future in Cincinnati, and he's like, I love football. And he was kind of vague with it and open-ended, like, I'd love to play, but he wouldn't commit to Cincinnati. He's stopped all that talk. He has stopped all that talk.
Who's your key departures?
So key departures, same as you. Trey Hendrickson, Geno Sohn, and Joseph Asai. That's
and Noah Fant?
Noah Fant as well. I mean, you got to show love to the former Seahawk in there.
That too. Key rookie, Cassius Howell, defensive end.
Yep, that's exactly who I have because he could slot into that line and play immediately. That line, they did a great job. I have called Mike Brown cheap many, many times on this show. He finally paid for defense, everybody.
Thank God.
And who would have thought after losing Trey Hendrickson, they might have upgraded their defense?
Who would have thought? Team MVP, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. It's got to be. And the team hinges with him. But I think they take a massive step forward, Dan. What do you have their record?
12-5 AFC North champions.
12-5. I have them winning the division.
I have them win the division.
Ravens. Yeah.
I have them win the division. I think they're easily in conjunction with Denver right now for the best team in the AFC. Like I'm serious when I say this. Like this, I'm so hyped for Cincinnati right now because they haven't had like a great defense since Marvin Lewis was there.
Yeah, that was the last time.
And Marvin Lewis was an inconsistent as all hell head coach.
He was,
but he ran defenses great.
He did
really well.
Yeah. Also from that Ravens coaching tree, that
that too. So yeah, that's what I got right now for the. We're both in agreement here. 12-5 Bengals.
Yeah. This team could be the one. This team could be the one that just turns it around massively from the.
And they got two great receivers.
Yes. Yeah, and they figured out a way for now to hang on to both of them and their quarterback.
And if you look at their offensive line too, it's not a bad line.
It's not too bad. And you look at the running backs.
Chase Brown.
Yeah, Chase Brown kind of had a down year last year compared to. I think he's going to have a better year this year. I think, and I don't know. I just got a feeling about this Cincinnati team. And shout out to you if you're watching somewhere, fellow Seahawk fan, but he's based in Cincinnati, Wanko the Sane. I think the Bengals could be exciting this year.
They have a decent offensive line. Orlando Brown still there. Dylan Fairchild, Ted Karras, Dalton Reisner, Amarius Mims, who's their first-round pick 2 years ago. I don't know. It's just if they get the offensive line coaching right.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Orlando Brown's a really good player.
And I believe they drafted somebody with an eye because Karras is kind of getting up there. I think he's like 33. They got to start looking for his replacement. And I think they drafted somebody this year who they potentially view as that.
On it.
But
Connor Lewis.
Okay. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Yep. I must have forgot to include that in my notes. My notes look like the ramblings of a madman in here.